Getting ready for Cuse and NC State in Raleigh this week. Brian Higgins, Courtney Jackson, and Courtney, where are you guys at? I mean, it had been building and building and building, and it just didn't feel like anything at all we'd seen before last week. How do you guys set that apart from the rest of the year?
I think we just, had a tough game, and some things you got to get through as a team, and, I think we've been doing that this week and trying to move on and get back to where we were.
Is it a write it off as, okay, that just didn't work and forget about it, or do you find things you need to correct from last week?
I think but yeah, you got to address both parts in that. Some people handle it differently. Some like to dwell on it and, let it stick in their mind and, kind of use it as anger, whereas other people might want to just scratch it and just move on and act like it didn't happen. So
we've seen your role in the passing game and the passing game really at large building here over the last month or so, and then the last two games it really hadn't been there as much. Is there something you put your finger on there, or I mean, because it felt like it had been on the rise before that?
No, I think it's just it goes game by game. I mean, some games you expect to pass the ball a lot, and then you end up not, or some games you expect to run the ball and you end up passing. So I think it's just game by game.
I think the one thing we know you guys will do this week is turn around and give the ball to Sean Tucker. And he might get the school record on literally the first play of the game if he has a normal play. For you guys as a group, how cool is it to kind of celebrate in that success?
I think it's great, having a player like Sean and, just having a teammate like that you can say you played with. I think it's great.
Some guys, that can be, a very me thing. That doesn't feel like that's Sean at all,
No,
is it?
Not at all. Sean's a very social guy, even though he doesn't talk much. But he's very regular, calm. He's not that type of narcissistic type of person. So.
And hey, he's 10 yards away from being the guy with the most yards in the history of Syracuse on the ground in a single season. And you got thrust into a new role a couple weeks ago in the return game, and it didn't take long for you to return one all the way to the end zone. That was kind of a crazy stretch of the game where Sean had a long touchdown run, then Garrett did, then you housed one. Take me back to BC. What happened on that play that opened up so well?
Well, our punter, he usually kicks line drives, and we knew that going into BC. So I was just waiting for that one, and he kicked it a good distance, but it was a line drive. So, I mean, he didn't give his team enough time to get down there and cover, and I caught the ball and seen the lane and took it.
We know how good Trevor had been in that role all season, and unfortunately he's hurt right now. How exciting is it for you, though, to get a chance at that job?
Oh, no, it was very exciting. I mean, I returned in high school, so it was nothing, new to me. I was excited to be back there, and unfortunately it had to happen off of Trev's injury, but, still excited.
All right, bowl eligibility is still right there for you guys with one more win. Has the talk about it within the team changed after last week, or do you guys still have the focus right there?
Well, I think we all understand. I feel like maybe some people felt entitled to it, after like winning 5 with 3 games left. But I think after last week, we understand that we have to win, and it's going to take a fight. So I think we're all in the same mindset with that.
And how tough is that fight now? You got a ranked team at NC State this week, and then a ranked team in Pitt next week.
Yeah, no, I mean those are both good teams, and ranked high, playing well right now. So it's just, but I feel like we can play with the best of them. So it'll be good games.
Is that what you're thinking of right now? That, okay, 2 ranked teams here, you guys have a chance to show what you're all about here the last 2 games of the year.
No, yeah, I agree, but I feel like we've been kind of proving that all year. Besides, the Louisville game and maybe a few others, but I mean we've been banging with some of the top teams, and I feel like we still can.
All right, speed bump last week, back on track this week. Courtney, good luck to you.
Thank you.
That's Courtney Jackson. We'll see him in Raleigh on Saturday.